Hi friends, here are two entry boxes. Whatever I can or whatever data I enter in first entry box, on click of this button I can pass it to the second entry box. We'll learn this. This way we'll learn how to read data enter in a entry box, and same time how the data can be added to a entry box, and also we can see that without even clicking the update button also data can be transferred. We'll see all this. This is our blank window. In that we'll create one entry box E1 equal to tk dot entry. Then my parent window is line number 3. We have declared myW. Then we don't want any options here, but one thing, we'll just slightly increase the font size. So we'll say font 1, font equal to font 1. We have discussed all about options in the previous video. That link is there, you can see. Now let me just declare my font 1, because font 1 is a tuple. I got to give times. Now that's a font family. Size is, let's give 20, and bold, italic, anything I will use normal. So this is my font. I have declared it. It's an entry box. Now let me place it in the grid. So E1 dot not 2 1 dot grid. Now I'll say row equal to 1, column, first row and column I am using, and some pad x equal to 10. Slightly I will move away from the left edge, and pad y equal to 20. From the top edge I am giving 20. Okay, so this is my entry box. So I can, let's just see that how it looks. Yeah, here it is. This is my entry box. I can enter it here. What you will do, we'll place another entry box here and a button below. So on click we'll copy the data. So for that, for the second box, let me just copy this, paste it here, make it E2. Here also E2. Now the column should be column 2, and I need not give that much. Pad x, let me give 5, pad y, let it be. So that's all, my E2 is ready. Now here two variables I will declare and use them. str1 equal to tk dot, it's a string variable, string var, and I am not giving any initial value. str2 equal to also another, this for the second one, string var, I am not giving any value. And now I will connect this using text variable option. Well, I will say str1, and for the second one also, E1 grid, here it is. So here I will say text variable str2. So two string variables connected to each other, connected to one this one. No, fine. So these, up to these two entry box are ready. Now we'll add one button to this. So let's say b1 equal to tk dot button. My button, I will my parent window is this, and text is, let's say, update. Whatever you want to write, you can write it, and there will be a command. Okay, a command will be what, that is what we want to do it. So I will say command equal to lambda, because you want to execute a function here. So my update, I am using it, my update. So this function will trigger the, but so far I have not declared it. Now let me just place the grid, row equal to 2, column equal to 1, and little pad x equal to, let's say, 10 or 20 will put, so slightly away from it, and pad y equal to, let's say, 10. So from the top entry boxes it maintains a gap. So b1, the button we have placed. Now what we have not done is this function, my update. Now my update, let me put it here, string variables I will be using. Now okay, so I will define my update. So this is the function we are using. Now I'll just pass it, I'll not do anything. So far we have just placed our components here and there. We have placed two entry box and one button. Let's just see once how it is. No functionality is there. Now nothing will be done because we are not Okay, fine. So all are looking fine. Now once I click update, whatever I type here should get copied. Now it will not be because I have not written anything there. Now let's write it. What I will do is I will say str2. str2 is string variable 2 connected to the second entry box will receive. That's why we will use the get method. Get means the value will get it from str1. Sorry, I just reverse it. I should use set, then that I should get it from str1. Just see what I am doing. str1 get will read the whatever data entered in the entry box 1 or E1, and that same value will be set using str2. What, for a simple understanding, what you can do is you can declare one more variable, read, store it, whatever, then set it also. So the same thing I am doing it in a one liner. So here my data is updated. Or if you want to see my str, I am just giving one more variable and str1.get. What I am doing is storing the data whatever is entered in the first input box. I am storing it my str. My str is the string variable. Now I am storing it in, then passing the same data by set. See, all string variables has two methods, get and set. Get is for used for reading and set is for assigning the values to the string variables. Now let's see how this works. Now let me run. Okay, fine. Now I am selling A, B, C, D, E. Okay, click update. You can see this is got copied. Now one more AF I have typed. Now clicking update. So that is how get. Now next we'll see, instead of using the button, as I type A, B, C, D, the same thing will automatically copy. That time we'll use the trace method. We'll see that next. We'll slightly modify this, allow all the arguments to pass to the function. Now let's come down and instead of button click, let the button be there. We'll add one trace method. So what you are doing it is str1, the string variable 1 of the first entry box. There the trace method we are using. What this trace method will do? This is read, write, or in destroy case. W means in the write, means anytime this particular string variable is changed or it is written or it is value has changed. In that case, this will trigger a method, or that is called my update. Okay, fine. My update is that is the correct one. Yeah, my update. So my update will be triggered as and when we change the value of str1. Now let us see. I have just saved it, running it. So the trace method, I am telling A, B, C, D. As and when the str1 value changes, it triggers the function. So directly this value gets copied to str2 by this line number. You can see the line number 10. 9 and 10 gets, or that function gets executed. So it is copied. The data is copied from 1 to 2. That's all. This is one of the exercise of our entry wizard what you have discussed in our main video tutorial. And please, if you have any idea or any feedback to give, use the comment section below to post it here. And I'll request you to please subscribe and press the bell icon so you will be notified as and when we post the new videos. And thank you for watching.